The art of the deal. Donald Trump strikes a deal with Ukraine hustler Vladimir Zelensky. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cafe, he's in our air.
All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today. Zelensky reportedly is headed to the White House on Friday to sign a deal with President Donald Trump. This is going to be for the mineral deal. It is going to set up a fund where 50% of the resource revenues from the precious minerals in Ukraine will be divided, where 50% will go towards Ukraine and 50% will go towards the United States. Trump recently has been stating how we've given $350 billion to Ukraine to fund all their war effort. Without us, they don't have a gun to shoot. And now he's saying we want a little bit of reciprocal payment here. We want a little bit of our money back. Zelensky was shooting his mouth off saying, this wasn't this was a grant. We don't owe you guys any money. Zelensky, who's been hustling the United States, shaking us down for the last 4 years with his crooked buddy there, Joe Biden. Trump says that's enough. We're going to make a deal where we get something out of this and you can start paying back some of this money that we've given you. Zelensky, of course, has no idea where any of the money is. He can only account for a small portion of the billions that the U.S. taxpayers have sent over to that pissant little nothing who just wants to keep the war going so he can keep lining his pockets. Donald Trump going to make sure we put an end to that. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, Trump shaking up the press pool over at the White House. We know that he just won the case there. The federal judge sided with him to keep the AP out of there. Now he is going to change it where the White House press pool is going to be different, where it normally was always just legacy media involved in the press pool, which gives access to the Oval Office, to Air Force One. He's now saying no longer is it going to be like that. It's going to give it back to the people. We're going to open it up to other news outlets, other journalists to get a shot at being in there and asking questions to the president. No more is it going to be the White House Correspondents Association that gets to determine who gets to be in that valuable pool. Now, I was the OG podcaster at the White House during Trump's first term. I can tell you it's a very much of an in-clique, an in-crowd over there with these White House press correspondents, and you're not allowed to go into these certain things. The only thing you're allowed open press is when Donald Trump is speaking on the South Lawn, when he goes to the helicopter. There's certain other aspects where you can get the opportunity to ask Trump questions, but when it comes to the Oval Office, it's only the restricted pool that's allowed in there. Other things, obviously, like Air Force One, same thing. Now, it's no longer going to be just the cool kids that have an opportunity to go into those things. Now it's going to be open to all these regular journalists to get a chance to get in there, and believe me, they are going to be asking far better questions, because my experience seeing these mainstream legacy media people in there, all they do is try to ask Trump questions to get a response that fits the story. They already wrote about him. They hate him, and they always try to make him look bad. And now they are out of controlling who gets in the pool. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, Trump signs an executive order, a healthcare price transparency order. RFK was in the White House with him there in the Oval Office while he signed the executive order. This one is aimed at enhancing transparency in the healthcare pricing. The order seeks to empower patients by ensuring they have access to clear, accurate, and actionable pricing information, which was initially implemented during Trump's first term, but faced reversals under subsequent administrations. So this is all part of the Make America Healthy Again and making this stuff affordable again. What's interesting, too, is today there was you can imagine there was a shot here in this liberal city, I'm not sure which one it is, where they had the Doritos locked up, kind of like how they lock up the shampoo and the soap because the crime is so out of control in these Democrat-run shitholes all around the country. I'm not sure exactly where this one is, but it's like you would think maybe RFK is going around locking up these Doritos and chips like that so you don't get a chance to eat them, right, as he tries to save America and make you guys healthy. But that just goes to show they'll lock up the chips because they're being stolen. That's how bad it's getting in some of these Democrat cities. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Trump sends the invite to the Philadelphia Eagles to come and visit the White House after winning the Super Bowl. This following rumors that the Philadelphia Eagles were denying the invitation to Trump. Of course, that story was all false. Trump hadn't even extended the offer yet, and the Philadelphia Eagles had said they will accept the offer once Trump gives it, which he has now openly done. And so the Philadelphia Eagles will visit the White House. I had a problem believing that story when it first dropped because the NFL has got to be so happy that they are now far removed from the Colin Kaepernick and people kneeling for the national anthem that really destroyed so much of the NFL, turned away so many viewers from the game, that have now slowly walked back. And now you have Donald Trump, who was the biggest opponent of that, who said, hey, if you're going to kneel for the flag, you guys are done. So now Donald Trump becomes the first president in history to go to a Super Bowl in person. I highly doubt that the NFL would want to see the Super Bowl champion not go go and visit the first president that attended the game. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today: Trump surprises the first White House tour guide of his new administration. He popped up from behind the curtain there as tours resumed of the White House. This is the first group that got a chance to go in under the new Trump administration. What a blessing it had to be for these people, and what a shock and surprise it had to be when he came out and just greeted everybody there. My friend Terry Schilling was one of the people that was there during the tour guide. He was recording it from his end. He posted it up on X. Really cool to see Trump, man of the people. And I think it's the best time really to take your family. I think I'm going to do it with mine as well. We are definitely going to make a plan for the 6 of us to go on one of these tours at the White House during the Trump administration. It's a historic time. It's a great time. We get the best man in there for the job. And so hopefully you get a chance to get there when he pops out from behind the curtain. But that's a tough one to get. All right, those are the stories. If you guys enjoyed these breakdowns, please follow the podcast so you can find out the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.